GB! So once again, we're in my 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and we're just driving to work, and I figured I'd make a video talking about what I want to do with my vehicles. So first off, on my Ford Focus ST, which is going to be my main daily driver during the summer, I want to pretty much get new suspension for it, because right now the six-year-old suspension is kind of saggy. It feels a little too soft. I want a little bit more stiffer so that I can drive it in the corners harder. And in general, I want to eventually take this car to the track. And along with being in the track, I want stickier tires, I want bigger tires, so I'm probably going to get wider wheels, sticky tires, and pretty much just make it a track monster. Maybe add a couple horsepower to it by changing out the turbo and getting a tune on it. These are all things that I want to do to the Ford Focus so that it just becomes a track monster. It becomes a great show car, because right now I'm getting it painted. You can comment below and guess what kind of color it's going to be, and I'll reveal it in a couple months. The paint job's going to take a while. It is what it is. Second off, with the Jeep, the 04, I don't daily it. It's mainly for my wife to drive back and forth to work, and I personally want to paint it because my wife has been so good to me and this Jeep has been so good to her, that I would love to paint this Jeep, but it would cost a lot of money to send it to a shop, and so I would like to do it myself. I would like to learn how to paint, and I'll definitely be making a video on that, on how to paint cars. And for sure it's probably going to be purple. You don't have to guess the color, it's going to be purple, because that's what my wife wants. And on top of that, you know, a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee definitely needs some love when it comes to suspension. I don't know if it comes off in the video or not, but the ride is very floaty and bumpy, because the suspension is 20 years old and it needs new suspension. And while we're at it, we might as well do a lift kit. You know, if we're doing suspension work, do a lift kit, add some bigger tires, make this a nice off-roader. Maybe one day add camping gear, like a tent to the roof, a ladder, maybe modify the tune on it as well so that it gets better gas mileage, because those tires are gonna be so much more added weight that it's gonna get worse gas mileage. And this thing already gets like 16 miles to the gallon, maybe less, but luckily Jeeps have big gas tanks, so we get there. Third off, for the 08 Jeep Grand Cherokee, I want to switch out the headlights. I want to black out that grill, make it as mean as it can be, and that's going to be my winter daily. So I don't really need to do much to it other than fix the stuff that's broken on it. Like the drive shaft needs to be replaced, and the suspension on that as well is no good. It's leaking. So, but it rides fine, so maybe I'll never touch the suspension, but definitely the drive shaft. Don't want that falling out on me. The exhaust too has a hole in it, so I was thinking of straight piping it, seeing how it sounds, and just straight piping the 08. I'll definitely put a video of me doing that, just how to weld the exhaust, which is going to be easy because it's just going to be a straight pipe out the back. After the cats and the O2 sensors, just blasting loud exhaust. All of this stuff I can't wait to do, and in the future maybe even buy another car and have more projects. But all that costs money and time, all of which that I don't have much of. So bear with me. These videos are going to come out slowly but surely, and in the meantime I'll also probably do some other stuff to fill in the gaps. But yeah, that's what I want to do on my Jeep. That's what I want to do on my Focus. That's what I want to do on my other Jeep. Anyways, have a good one, everyone. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe.